Hey beautiful people, welcome to this amazing, beautiful and safe space. Jita Wajikwa Karaoke, and welcome to another episode of Conversations with Wanjiko. And I'm probably thinking, just because this is it's a free setup, it's a free thing, na kama mtu amekaa kwa nyumba akaamua camera, lights, actions, twende. I want to give you my 2 cents on a topic here, not actually a topic, on digital dating and probably about commitment. And before I actually do that, I'm actually gonna welcome you to this space, this home, this safe home of mine. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a home because to me it makes me feel like home. I'm recording my episodes at, or rather, my home for this season is Nuira Studio, located at Legacy Plaza, Total Dendigua, and it's on the 3rd floor. Unapanda gari ama unakuja na drive yako tu, gari yako mosmos, unakuja hadi Dendigua, Legacy Plaza. The building is Legacy Plaza, and Legacy Plaza iko hapa tu Total petrol station. And the studio is on the 3rd floor of that building, Legacy, yeah. And so today's topic, or rather, I'm gonna be giving my 2 cents on this. Is commitment actually scary, or is it just overhyped? And under that, I'm actually gonna be dwelling on just something so simple, because I don't want this episode to be so lengthy. I want it to be something simple, and it is just me giving my peace of mind, what I actually think. Do we actually fear commitment? And do we actually fear commitment? I'm talking about people my age, cause ni mara mingi nimetembea huku nje, unasikia mtu akisema hey, una date, unapea mapenzi ya chance, mi siwezi. Ai, so do we actually fear commitment, or do we just fear the wrong person? For me, I don't think people actually fear commitment. I think people actually fear giving a chance to the wrong person, because you choosing to commit kwa the wrong person can actually mess you up badly. And I believe that if you get that right person, you're honestly gonna commit without any struggle. It's gonna be so easy for you. Hakutakuwa na mambo ile yenye unasikianga mtu akisema, oh, mimi I can never. You actually find yourself doing those things zenye unasemanga you can't do. So for me, I don't think we fear commitment. We actually fear giving a chance to the wrong people. Because I'm going to give an example with probably for me, before I even got into a relationship, because I'm actually in one, ningeulizwa na mtu, ningesema, apana, staki, I don't want. As in, the reason I used to give people why I don't want to be in a relationship was, I'm not ready to give love a chance. Reason being, I've had so many stories of people, mtu akisema, I committed myself for this long, and then only to find out that this person wasn't actually honest with me. They were seeing someone else outside there. For me, I believe for you to commit, you have to do it willingly. You have to be intentional about it. You have to want to make an effort to learn, to unlearn, and to relearn some of the things, because when you and that person come together, it's you and a person from another different whole setup, someone who was brought up completely different from you, as in venye ame grow up is completely different from how you grew up. And so you need to be ready to learn, to unlearn what you know, and to relearn some of the things. Know what works for this person, what makes this person feel loved, what makes them feel safe, what makes them comfortable, because each day kwa a committed relationship, you learn something new about each other, something you probably even never thought that you needed to actually learn. Yeah, so I don't think people actually fear commitment. They actually fear giving a chance to the wrong people. And you know that is true, and you know I'm talking the truth. When you meet someone who was saying, I can never give love a chance, akiamua kusettle, na unashindwa ala, alisettle aje, aliamua aje. So we don't fear commitment. Let's just be honest with one another. We just fear loving the wrong person and getting hurt in the process of actually loving the wrong person. It is as simple as that. Tuambiane ukweli bana. Yeah, and that is all I have to say. Probably, if you think I'm probably not seeing it as it's supposed to be. Give me your opinion, your view. Acha comment hapo. Tell me, do you actually fear, if you're not in a relationship, why are you not in one? Is it because you fear being committed? Ama you fear giving your heart to the wrong person? Let me know. Engage. For me, I don't fear commitment. I can actually commit very easily. On modern dating and whether it makes commitment easier or harder, I believe, okay, for me, I believe it depends with you two people who are actually committed. But also, again, coming to think of it, I actually think modern dating is actually making commitment difficult, or rather harder, because, you know, kuna so much pressure on social media, and the moment you decide to actually live a life like people are actually living on social media, commitment becomes difficult, because unaanza kuona ni kama your person isn't committed simply because they don't do this or that another person is doing for their person. And what we tend to forget is whatever we see on these phones, on these social media apps, is actually a lie, some of it. Very few, or rather a very small percentage of what we see is actually true. People who show us the ups and downs of relationships are the people who can actually help us have a balance, yeah, how easy it is to be committed, ama how difficult it is. Juu kuna mtu mahali anatuoneshanga tu the ups, we never even know the lows, and yet make love yake ikuwe public. If you decide to make your love public, just always make sure you keep reminding people that love isn't easy, and as in an effort has to be made. Lazima to put effort, juu hatuwezi tuka hapo alafu to expect ati everything is gonna be nywe. So it's just a matter of understanding each other that makes commitment easy. Because if I don't know what my person loves, then it becomes so difficult also to embrace the commitment. Juu atafeel ni kama ni kama hanipendi juu anifanyangi hivi na hivi, yet you don't communicate and you don't share, I'd love you to do this and this for me. It's not that you're giving your person pressure, but an often reminder of actually telling your person, you see, on my birthday ningetamani nigiftiwe hii na hii na hii. It makes it easy because you communicated. So when that person is actually getting you those gifts to seme, ama celebrating you, they're actually going to be intentional in whatever they're gifting you, because it's something you've talked about. So communication and not comparing, or rather communication and avoiding comparison makes commitment easy. But comparison is the thief of joy, and it actually makes commitment harder. The cost of wedding today. Is it really worth it? Ama is it wasteful? For me, I'm a wedding person. I love weddings. And as much as I love weddings, I'd also want to say at times the amount of money we spend on weddings is probably so exaggerated. For me, I'd want a small, simple wedding. Nikuwe na watu kidogo. Because I don't understand why I have to spend millions of money on a big wedding, yet I could have actually invited those few people who matter to me, done a small wedding, a small gathering, invites only, celebrated my union, and probably done something more important that matters to me and my person with the rest of the money. So it's not wasteful. It just depends on you as an individual. But for me, I'm a wedding lover. I'm a sucker for love. I'm a sucker for weddings. Kama sahi, if you asked me if I was going to walk down the aisle next month, what I'd want to dress, my gown, nitakuonesha picha. Usicheze na mimi. If not a wedding, wacha niende kwa IG to legalize this wedding, and then hiyo pesa ya harusi wacha tuende vacation mahali. Let's celebrate that love, because at the end of the day, I also want to make memories with my person. I think that's what I'd do. I believe, yes, it is enough, but then again, tafadhali, put a ring on it. There's no way you're gonna date me for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and then you expect ati nitakaa tu hapo. Me personally, I want, in a way, you're legalizing it makes it more serious, makes it, as in, I don't want to say own the person, but it makes it legal that I'm actually this person's person. It doesn't make sense we kwenda kushinda ukisema, oh, I'm dating so and so. It's been 7 years. Kamau, it's been 7 years. Wanjiko, Wanjiro. Why are you still with that person if that person doesn't have intentions of actually legalizing it? So I believe, yes, it's enough, but bado, apana, legalize it bana. Juu, I don't want to kaa nikisema, this is my husband, and yet it's not even legal. Ati tuko na watoto na huyu, alafu unaulizwa, are you actually, kuna, in all honesty, those papers do come through in one way or another. Because I don't want to be traveling, alafu unaulizwa, so who is come out to you? And I have now to start explaining that we've actually been married but not legally married, and apana, having those papers za kuonesha that you're actually married and you have as in inaonesha tu, yani legalizing it is just important. I don't know what I'm gonna say to emphasize it, but I know you get me. Na wasichana najua mko na mimi, ask that person to legalize it, put a ring on it. Hatuwezi kaa miaka 3, 4 ati we are still dating na uoneshi signs of actually legalizing it. Come on, I'm gonna say again, Kamau, Kimani, Wafula, Omondi, tafadhali, put a ring on it. It's not just a tradition. I believe it adds security. Venye tu nimesema, in circumstances or rather in situations where you're actually traveling, tuseme ni you people are going out of the country, it makes it easy. Kuna hiyo security tu inakaa mingi. Hata achana tu na mambo kama kutravel. Also, in terms of mambo ya familia, people will respect your wife knowing that huyu ni bibi yako. Will respect your husband wakijua, oh, huyu ni bwana yake actually. Si kusema tu, they are not cohabiting, they are actually married. Kuna tu respect na kamingi tu na marriage, na kuna security tu you come na hiyo marriage. Najua kuna watu watanitandika wenye wanakuanga anti-marriages, but yeah, for me, I'm a sucker for love. I repeat again, and I believe that marriage brings that security. There's just something about it. And at the end of the day, the reason why I'm actually a sucker for love and marriage is because I've been brought up in a family setup, or rather a dynamic where I have both parents and I actually witnessed them getting married. So why wouldn't I want to have that? Yeah, so I'd also want to actually be legally married to someone, and not just be I'm cohabiting, I'm living with so and so, this is my apana. I'd want that for myself, and that is why I believe that I'm gonna marry once and it's gonna be right. Yeah. And that was it for today actually. Anyway, leave a comment and please subscribe. Imagine ona vena kuuliza humbly, please subscribe. Kama uja subscribe, mbona una watch kama uja subscribe? Imagine, it doesn't take a minute. Yes, thank you. Najua umeclick subscribe. I'm quite sure my innocent face imekuconvince. Anyway, thank you for watching.